I'm Liz, I'm from the UK. My situation is that I have a jawbone infection which affects my entire jaw and my cheekbone and has gone up into my sinuses. It started 20 years ago, but I only got the diagnosis 12 years ago. It caused my health to plummet, but when I actually had it confirmed what it was, I travelled all over the place to try and get it sorted. I tried lots of different diets, lifestyles. I went to Mexico. I've been everywhere. And I got myself feeling not too bad. And then in 2016, I heard of a maxillofacial surgeon in Spain who was supposed to be very good. And I'd had several debridement surgeries, but I went to Spain and it was an utter disaster, in short. I couldn't work, I couldn't socialise. I was just very isolated for the whole year after. But at least I was alive. Anyway, I was offered some work in 2017 and thought I'd be recovered. This was in the July. I thought I'd be recovered, but I wasn't. And that's when I came across Neomed. I discovered it on a Facebook page for Lyme disease. And I knew ozone was helpful because I'd had it before. It was very difficult to get in the UK, and it's also very expensive if you can get the treatment. The same in the States, and I know for something, a very deeply entrenched chronic infection like this and some of the other conditions that I've seen here, you need a lot of ozone. You need consistent treatment and integrate that with the right diet and lifestyle and get the right support and advice. So I've been offered this work in November, and I booked into Neomed for the first time in October 2017. And just the 2 weeks gave me that extra bit of energy I needed to go and do the work, so to start to get my life back. I came here again for another 2 weeks, but the doctor at that point said that it would be better for me to stay longer because although I was progressing myself by this time, but what happens at Neomed is that accelerated my progress. It's painfully slow at home, and it just accelerates it. So this time I'm here for the third time. I'm here for 4 weeks. This is week 3. It's going really well. And for the first time in probably 20 years, I feel much more like myself, energetic, motivated, and so on. So just a few words about Neomed and why I think it's probably the best place in the world to come if you've got a chronic condition that seems insoluble. They have, first of all, incredible staff. So the doctors, the nutritionists, the physiotherapists, the people who do the IVs, they are all incredibly professional. But not just that. They understand chronic disease and they understand how debilitating it is, because so often people with a chronic condition are told to, that they're depressed or insane or something. So, but everybody here understands, and that includes obviously the other patients. So the staff are wonderful. The place is wonderful. You feel safe. You feel as if people know exactly what they're doing, because they do. And they have equipment here that I've never seen anywhere else in the world, in most cases. Obviously, Cyprus is a lovely place to come. The weather's good. And all in all, I'll be sorry to go. It's a great experience, but I'll definitely leave a lot better than when I came. Well, obviously we have the challenge of coronavirus this year, and I come from the UK. As I understand it, countries are put into different categories, and the UK is category B. So what that means is, before I came, 72 hours before I came, within 72 hours of travel, I had to take a PCR test. But there was information about private tests. I got the test done privately. In my case, in Birmingham, it really wasn't a big deal. And then you have to have a fit to fly thing, but your airline or the government website gave full details of that. So yes, it was a bit more hassle than usual, but I was determined to get here, and I'm glad I did. The staff are just beyond amazing. They're all part of what makes Neomed so special, every single one of them.